VJ from Canada. I just want to talk a little bit about starting your own platform or your own site to where you are doing some media hosting, whether that be video, audio, photo, blog. I've been on the internet since about 1998, and I actually had a platform many years ago. It was a video platform. About 5 years before YouTube came on board. But it cost me a fortune. The bandwidth just ate up a ton of money, and so I decided to try these other platforms that came around. And all these years later, I've decided that being on the YouTubes or the Facebooks or the Twitters or it's a big waste of time. You can't make any money on these platforms. That's all dried up. And basically, I just got fed up with all the changes they would be making on these sites, and they're always shitty changes, and they're never to the advantage of the creators. I tried some of the other platforms, smaller platforms, but that didn't work out either. So this isn't really going to be a technical discussion, but I'm going to give you some pointers on how you can get started with your own .com. Now, my .com is vjtv.com, and I was able to get that on Google Domains, $17 for the year. Now, I was able to get my server space on Google Cloud, and Google Cloud will give you $300 in credits to try out their platform. And so for the next year or so, VJTV is not going to cost me anything more than $17. And I couldn't go to the other GoDaddies or the other Squarespace and expect something as cheap as that. Now, the platform that I'm using is WordPress, and I got to tell you, I'm really impressed with it. I've dabbled with HTML code, and I know a little bit, but basically to construct some of these new web applications and websites, you got to be a computer genius, and I am far from that. But I tell you, this WordPress platform makes it easy. I've been able to get video, audit, audio, photo, membership, some SEO applications. And basically, from what I understand, I've seen some talk on the internet about the WordPress site on the Google platform that after the year is finished, it's really not going to cost you a hell of a lot, maybe a couple bucks a month, unless you get into heavy usage. Now, with the majority of storage would be for video storage, but I've been able to use a lot of third-party websites, so somebody else is paying for the bandwidth and I'm just bringing it in the form of code. But with this WordPress platform, you could host all your own material on the site. May cost you a little bit more, but this is basically, for me, was getting going on the cheap. Now, in a sense, I now also have my own monetization for the site with the fact that I've got a PayPal account, and anybody that wants to contribute to my cause, they can. The monetization programs on the majority of the major sites are bullshit. You're gonna spend far too much time chasing peanuts. But anyways, for me, it's an incentive to get going and creating, and I don't have to be hung up on what somebody else is doing and with how they're reconfiguring these sites. But anyways, the only thing I had a little bit was a bit of a learning curve is how to get the site HTTPS, like a secure server. and there is many instructional videos on how to do it, and I was just going in circles. And I'm without getting too technical, you want to use Cloudflare to get your HTTPS configuration for your site, and you will have to have a HTTPS secure site to be picked up by the search engines, especially Google. That's the way it's going. But anyways, with a little bit of hard work, you'll be able to create your own site. And if you're a video creator, you've already got the chops and the smarts to do what I've done. And like I said, I'm no genius when it comes to computer code. I have a working knowledge. But anyways, you too can start your own video platform, and to the corporate titans, it's time to move on from having to kiss their ass. But anyways, I hope this has been some encouragement to you. You can do it on your own, and you can do it for fairly cheap.